Good morning. Welcome to the Drainage District Board of Directors meeting, which I want to call to order. We'll start with a roll call to establish quorum.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to all these young children of Hidalgo County. David Fuentes, Precinct 1.
Eddie Cantu, Precinct 2.
Everardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Ellie Torres, Precinct 4.
Richard Cortez, County Judge, that constitutes a quorum. Would you please lead us in this morning's prayer?
Yes, Judge. If we can all stand, bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for blessing us with another beautiful day to serve. We ask that you watch over our county and district family as we work for you. We come before you humbly knowing that we are dependent on your grace. We ask that you bless this board and provide them with wisdom and guidance to make the best decisions that reflect the needs of those we serve. We also lift up in prayers those that are in need, that they may find comfort and healing in you, O Lord. All this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you. Did anyone sign up for open forum?
No, sir, not under drainage.
Okay, we'll go to the approval of the consent agenda.
We recommend approval of consent agenda.
Okay, and Judge Commissioners, for the record, with respect to the Drainage District Consent Agenda Item 4C6, Commissioner Villarreal will be abstaining from any discussion and or action, so if I would ask that if we could just pull that one from the consent, act on the balance, and then go
Yes.
back to that one.
Make a motion to approve the balance.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then consent agenda item for Drainage District 4C6.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show that Commissioner Villarreal abstained from any discussion or action on that item.
Thank you.
Item 5A.
5A, requesting approval to exercise the district's sole option to renew, extend the contract for storm drain pipes and related items with ACT Pipe and Supply for a period of 1 year under the same rates, terms, and conditions as stated in the contract number CHCDD1-23-01705-30, with extension date effective May 30th, 2024 through May 29th, 2025. We recommend approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
5B, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 1 to the work authorization number 1 for the project HCDD1 Complex M&O Training Facility, CHCDD1-23-022-05-02 with Half Associates, Inc. to reflect a revised Exhibit C1 project team to add Downs Design Solution LLC as a subconsultant, subject to final legal review and compliance with HB 1295. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item C, I'll be doing these concurrently. Item 1, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under the Texas Local Government Code 262-024A4, a professional service. Item C2, requesting authority for the Hidalgo County Drainage District number 1 to negotiate on-call professional survey services agreements with the following engineering firms for professional survey services on an as-needed basis from the district's pre-approved pool of pre-qualified professional surveyors as approved by the Board of Directors on March 19th, 2024. And these firms are Sames, Inc., S2 Engineering, PLLC, and Quintanilla, Haley and Associates, Inc. We recommend approval of items 1 and 2.
Ivan, do we need to do one first?
You can do them simultaneously.
You can vote, okay. Do I have a motion, please?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item D1, presentation of scoring grid for the purposes of ranking by HCDD1 Board of Directors of the graded and evaluated firms submitted responses to the RFP number HCDD1-24-015-03-27 ESZ Archaeological Surveying Services Phase 1 Flood Control Project Segment 21. And the rankings are as follows. Colliers Engineering and Design, 93.67. Integrated Environmental Solutions, 70.40. And Rabba Kistner, 50.68.
Motion to
Wow.
approve.
That's for presentation. Item number 2, pursuant to the board's approval, requesting authority for Hidalgo County Drainage District number 1 to negotiate a service agreement with the number 1 ranked firm of Colliers Engineering and Design for the provisions of archaeological surveying services, Phase 1 Flood Control Project, Segment 21.
Now, on this one, I would recommend addressing item 1 first and separate actions.
Motion to approve 5D1.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. The disparity, because they're all qualified, it had to be money.
Price, yes. Big disparity in price there.
Motion carries.
Motion to approve 5D2.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item E, 5E, payment and approval of invoice numbers DD-23, DD-24, DD-25, DD-26 in the amount of $344,266.32 from Hidalgo County Precinct Number 1 for quarters 1 through 4, 2023 for equipment used on drainage projects. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item number 6, 2018 bond referendum projects. 6A, requesting approval of work authorization number 1 to provide construction material testings for a total amount of $28,805.73 as submitted by LNG Consulting Engineers for 4 Mile Road and Minnesota Road drainage improvements, 2018 bond referendum project number 4, contract number CHCDD 1-23-039-08-08. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
6B, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 4 to the professional engineering services agreement and to the work authorization number 1 for the project Mount 10 North and Baseline Road 2018 bond referendum project number 20, CHCDD 1-19-021-03-26 with Quintanilla Heli and Associates, Inc., to reflect a revised exhibit work schedule with an extended termination date of August 30th, 2024, subject to final legal review and compliance with HB 1295. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 6C, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 6 to the professional engineering service agreement and to the work authorization number 1 for the project Mission McAllen Rado alternate 2018 bond referendum project number 25, CHCDD 1-19-010-03-26 with B2Z Engineering LLC to reflect a revised Exhibit D work schedule with an extended termination date of July 31, 2024, subject to final legal review and compliance with HB 1295. We recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
6D, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 4 to the professional engineering service agreement and supplemental agreement number 3 to the work authorization number 1 for project Peñitas Drain 2018 bond referendum project number 30, CHCDD 1-19-015-04-23 with LNG Consulting Engineers, DBA LNG Engineering, to reflect a revised Exhibit D work schedule with an extended termination date of March 1st, 2026, subject to final legal review and compliance with HB 1295.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
6E, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 1 to the work authorization number 12 to provide additional construction material testing services in the amount of $18,383.38 as submitted by B2Z Engineering LLC for the project Mid-Valley Airport IBWC Ditch 18B Drainage Improvements 2018 bond referendum project number 19 through contract number CHCDD 1-21-026-0601, subject to final legal review and compliance with HB 1295. Recommend approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
6F, Jackson Road Drain Phase 2. Approval of application for payment number 2 in the amount of $192,190.50 from RDH pertaining to the construction contract CHCDD 1-21-047-11-30, Jackson Road Drain Phase 2, project engineer Quintanilla Headley. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
F2, approval of application for payment number 1 in the amount of $121,137.70 from Morwell LLC pertaining to the construction contract CHCDD 1-23-056-11-14, Southwest Westlaco project engineer, HCDD 1, Omaran Saldua.
This
Recommend
is
approval.
Project 35.
This is, yes, project 35.
I'm going to abstain from this.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
F3, approval of application for payment number 2 in the amount of 369-504 from Science Brothers Construction pertaining to the construction contract CHCDD 1-23-051-09-27, Glasscock Road, Mile 4 to Mile 5, project engineer JNR Engineering. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 7, 2023 bond referendum projects. 7A, requesting approval of work authorization number 2 to provide construction material testing services for an amount of $39,923 as submitted by Terracon Consultants, Inc. for the South Main Drain 2023 bond referendum project number 3, contract number CHCDD 1-23-038-08-08. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
7B, requesting authority to advertise and approval of RFB packets, requirements, specifications, and plans for the West Main Drain inspiration to State Highway 107 and western limits of Conway, 2023 Bond Project 14, RFB HCDD 1-24-026-05-22-LSM, including the re-advertising of the project in the event no responses are received and are rejected and the project is still required.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 8, right-of-way acquisition. 8A, requesting acceptance and approval of drainage easements from Light Oil Ltd. as it relates to a 23.79 acre tract of land, Lot 1 through Lot 29, Block A, Retama Acre subdivision, subject to final legal review.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We do have 2 items under closed
Okay,
session.
pursuant to Subchapter D of Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, we'll be retiring to closed session to discuss items listed under Code Section 551.072, .074, possibly .071. May I have a motion to do so?
Motion made?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have 9:42. We're back live? Okay, we're back from, thank you. We're back from closed session. I have 9:59. We do have some action items.
Yeah, we recommend approval of the action items, real estate acquisition matters as discussed in executive session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We motion, request to adjourn.
Yes, may I have a motion to adjourn,
Motion.
please?
Second.
Motion.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We are adjourned. It's 10 o'clock, so I'd like to call the meeting of the Commissioners Court to order. We'll start with a roll call to establish quorum.
Good morning, David Fuentes, Precinct 1.
Everardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Eli Torres, precinct 4.
Richard Cortez, County Judge, that constitutes a quorum. Today, we're very honored to have the U.S. Army veteran Roy E. Champion. He was a Specialist E4. He will recite the Pledge of Allegiance today. He served from 2000 to 2001, and again from 2003 to 2004, and again from 2008 to 2010. He's employed as an Assistant Veteran Service Officer here with our Hidalgo County Veteran Service Office. He has lots of awards. He was involved with the Rock Campaign Medal with 2 Champion Stars, Commendation Medal, the 2nd award, Army Achievement Medal, 2nd award, National Defense Service Medal, the Global War of Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, I'm almost done. The Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon, 2nd award, and Armed Forces Reserve Medal. Thank you very much for your service. Will you please lead us in today's pledge?
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very
sir.
much for your service again.
Thank you.
We're also very honored to have the Honorable Judge Carlos Charlie Espinosa. He is the Justice of the Peace for Precinct 4. He will be leading us in today's prayer. Judge?
Judge and Commissioners, God bless you. It's an honor to be here. I will be doing the prayer in bilingual, so our Spanish-speaking people can also pay attention to what we ask from the Lord. Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, en la tierra y en todo lugar, te damos gracias, Padre, por otro día. Te pido una bendición especial para el juez del condado, Richard Cortés, y sus comisionados del condado Hidalgo, que puedan hacer sus decisiones para la gente del condado. Todo esto te pido en tu nombre. Amén. God, I pray that you would bless our leaders with your divine wisdom, the mind of Christ, so that they can make decisions with understanding and humility. I acknowledge your supreme authority and ask that our leaders would rightly appropriate your place in their lives. Father God, I also pray a special blessing for everyone here. I also pray for the future leaders that are here today. I don't know them all, but you do, Father God. Bless them in a special way. All this I ask in your name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Judge. The next item is the consent agenda.
Judge, Commissioners, with your permission, I'd like to pull from consent agenda items 7A 1 and 2, 15A 1, and 16D 3.
I have a motion for the balance of the agenda, of the consent agenda.
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Judge, Commissioners, with respect to consent agenda items 7A 1 and 2, Commissioner Fuentes will be abstaining from any discussion and/or action.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show Commissioner Fuentes did not discuss or take any action on this item.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. And with respect to consent agenda item 15A1 and 16D3, I have two corrections. 15A1 for the Sheriff's Office, it's a cell phone contract. Correct contract is DIRTELE-CTSA-002. And for 16D3, we're asking to rescind an amount that's incorrect on the agenda, and that is the correct amount should state $350,996.15. I may have a motion for 15A1 and 16D3 as corrected.
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners.
Thank you very much. Well, we're going now to approval of awards recognition. We're first going to go to the proclamation declaring May as Mental Health Awareness Month. If everyone here for that
Good morning,
proclamation,
Judge.
come forward.
Everyone for mental health, if you can please come up. Thank you so much. Right here. Just forgot to-
I'm going to speak for the mental health, the children's mental.
Right, it's all together.
I'll talk together.
Good morning, Kimberly Cruz, presenting item 5B, proclamation declaring May as Mental Health Awareness Month. Whereas half of the population will experience some type of mental health challenge over the course of a lifetime. Mental health challenges are conditions affecting the brain that influence the way a person thinks, feels, and behaves. And whereas experiencing a mental health challenge can happen to anyone, including children. Examples of causes and risk factors include inherited traits, environmental exposures before birth, brain chemistry, traumatic experiences, and stressful life situations. And whereas since mental health is important to overall health, it is essential to build awareness on the topic. And whereas this year, Mental Health Awareness Month includes Mental Health Awareness Week, observed from May 10, 2024 through May 16, 2024, and Children's Mental Health Day, observed on May 9, 2024. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court hereby declares May 2024 as Mental Health Awareness Month in Hidalgo County, with special emphasis on Mental Health Awareness Week and Children's Mental Health Day, to shine a light on mental health challenges, provide support, and advocate for equitable access to care. Seeking approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, and thank you very much for your service.
We have a few individuals to say a few words. We're going to start off with Mission ISD licensed professional counselor Christopher Cantu.
Good morning. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Commissioners. I'm going to introduce one of our students, one of our seniors from Veterans Memorial High School, and she's going to say a couple words about children's mental health. This is Christine Zayas.
Good morning and hello. My name is Christine Zayas, and I am a senior at Mission CASD. On behalf of all of the students and staff at our district, we would like to thank the commissioners and Judge Cortez for highlighting Mental Health Awareness Month and Children's Mental Health Awareness Day. It is so important these days to bring awareness to the impact our changing world has had on mental health of children. Recent statistics from the National Alliance on Mental Health Illness, or NAMI, show that 1 in every 6 U.S. youth aged 6 to 17 experience a mental health disorder each year. Additionally, 50% of all lifetime mental illnesses begin at age 14 and 75% by 24. Sadly, suicide is the second leading cause of death among people aged 10 to 14. NAMI also reports that poor mental health can also lead to poor academic success. In fact, in high school, students with significant symptoms of depression are more than twice as likely to drop out. Additionally, students aged 16 to 17 with mental, emotional, or behavioral concerns are 3 times more likely to repeat a grade level. As a result, Mission CASD is committed to making mental health a priority and provides every student with the opportunity to receive quality mental health treatment, beginning with preventative services delivered by our school counselors and continuing with on-site treatment and crisis intervention, delivered by our 7 licensed professional counselors and 2 licensed master social workers. Mission CASD truly believes that mental health matters.
Good morning. My name is Sofia Hinojosa, and I'm the Director of Student Social Services for Edinburgh CISD, and I am here to introduce my student, Isa Mendoza from Robert Vela High School.
Good morning. My name is Isa Mendoza, and I'm a senior at Robert Vela High School in Edinburgh, Texas. And I'm here today to accept the Mental Health Awareness Proclamation on behalf of the Hidalgo County Mental Health Coalition members. First, we would like to thank Judge Cortez and the commissioners for allowing us to spread awareness about such an important issue. Since its inception in 1949, Mental Health Awareness Month has been a cornerstone of addressing the challenges faced by millions of Americans living with mental health conditions. According to the National Alliance on Mental Health Illness, NAMI, 1 in 5 U.S. adults experience mental health illnesses each year, and only half of them receive treatment. Mental health challenges are the leading cause of disability and poor life outcomes in young people. Starting conversations about mental health allows us to support ourselves and everyone else. We encourage everyone to take time today and every day to have a conversation with their friends, family, community, and workplace about mental health. The more conversations we have about the topic, the better our lives will be. Thank you.
Well, I've I've always said that what defines the community is what people do for one another, so thank you very, very much for all you do. One more, Steve,
Good
please.
morning. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Judge, for having us. On behalf of Tropical Texas Behavioral Health, I wanted to introduce a class. Our 10th grade class from Vanguard Academy is going to go ahead and say some words. They recently were certified in teen mental health first aid, and I'm excited to share it.
Hi, my name is Jillian Rodriguez. I'm a sophomore from Vanguard Academy, Beethoven High School. Why I believe teen mental health seriously matters is because as a teenager, when our mental health takes a hit, everything else does too. It affects how we perform in our school, it affects friendships, and it affects how we get along at home with our parents and siblings. Teen mental health is super important because mental health helps us deal with stress, make better choices, and push through the hard stuff. If we don't take care of our mental health now, we might face bigger problems like depression or anxiety later on. Basically, keeping our minds healthy is key to living our best lives as we move into adulthood. Thank you.
There may be more. That's it.
I'm going to move the podium over there.
There's one student speaking.
You have the privilege of standing next to the judge.
The microphone is on, by the way. It is on. Hi, my name is Eva Barbosa, and I'm a sophomore at Vanguard Rembrandt Secondary, and I'm here to explain of why mental health matters. Our overall well-being, mental health is an essential compound of overall well-being, just as physical health affects how we feel and behave in our daily life. Quality of life. Good mental health enhances our quality of life by allowing us to cope with the stresses of life, from meaningful relationships, work productively, and enjoy leisure activities. Physical health. Mental health can influence healthy physical health. For instance, chronic stress and untreated mental health conditions can contribute to the development of physical health problems such as heart disease, obesity, and immune system superstition. Productivity. Mental health affects productivity in various areas of life, including work, school, and relationships. When mental health is prioritized and maintained, individuals are better able to focus, perform tasks efficiently, and maintain positive relationships. Reduce stigma. Promoting mental health awareness helps reduce the stigma surrounding mental illness. When mental health is openly discussed and understood, individuals are more likely to seek help when needed and access appropriate support service without fear of judgment or discrimination. Overall, prioritizing mental health is an essential for individual well-being, societal prosperity, and creating a more compassionate and supportive community for everyone. Thank you.
Please, everybody, come.
We're ready.
Yes, good.
Pick it up. Okay, perfect. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. I got you.
Okay, ready.
Got it. Thank you.
We need to move this.
Spaces, we were right instead of training or something.
1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Well, this is an exciting time. Let's start with a proclamation recognizing National Pet Parent Day.
Yes, item 5A, proclamation recognizing National Pet Parent Day. Whereas the profound bond between pets and their devoted parents enrich our lives with joy, companionship, and unconditional love. And whereas on National Pet Parent Day, celebrated on the last Sunday of every April, Hidalgo County recognizes the contributions of pet parents in nurturing and caring for the beloved animal companions. And whereas the Office of County Judge Richard F. Cortez, in recognition of this bond, announced a picture-perfect pet photo contest on the county judge's official Facebook page on April 5th, 2024, providing a platform for Hidalgo County residents to showcase their treasured pets. And whereas from April 10th through April 16th, pet parents enthusiastically shared snapshots of their furry friends, with voting conducting from April 17th through April 23rd, culminating in the recognition of 4 deserving winners. And whereas the winners of the pet photo contest were Mary Guerra and her dog Kiwi Daenerys in first place, Karina Barbosa and her dog King in second place, Rosa Herrera and her dog Chloe in third place, and Jorge de Leon and his dog Whiskey in fourth place. The winning pictures collectively garnered over 6,000 likes on Facebook, showcasing the widespread admiration for these beloved pets. And whereas, as recognition of their dedication to the responsibilities of being a pet parent, the winners were awarded an exclusive pet photo shoot session courtesy of esteemed photographers, BD Photography, sponsoring 1 winner, In the Moment Photography, sponsoring 1 winner, and Montserrat Photographer, sponsoring 2 winners, capturing the essence of their beloved companions in timeless portraits. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court hereby recognizes National Pet Parent Day and congratulates the 4 picture-perfect pet photo contest winners, whose captivating photographs not only celebrate the beauty of their pets, but also serve as a reminder of the invaluable bond shared between animals and their pet parents. Seeking approval.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Hey, congratulations.
If we can acknowledge the winners and give each pet parent their trophies.
We'll start with number 1.
Mary Guerra and her dog Kiwi Daenerys in first place. Congratulations. Karina Barbosa and her dog King in second place. King couldn't make it. Congratulations. Rosa Herrera and her dog Chloe in third place. Congratulations, and Jorge de Leon and his dog Whiskey in fourth place.
Whiskey, look over here, Whiskey. Good boy. Good boy. Got it.
You want all together? Yeah, all together.
Yes, I'm just going to do a special thanks to the photographers who are here with us also, BD Photography, In the Moment Photography, and Montserrat Photographer.
One, two, three.
Everybody look here in the center, please.
Oh, yes, sir. Do you want to do it? Go for it. Got it. Do it.
All right, we're going to move on to item 5C, proclamation honoring the City of Alamo's Centennial Celebration Year. This weekend, we had the privilege of being there at the City of Alamo as they celebrated the 100 years of their city. They planted a tree, they did a time capsule, had a lot of entertainment, a lot of people from the community out there. I just want to congratulate everybody, the mayor, the commissioners that are here, the city manager, Bobby Salinas, Alex, also being here. Thank you all so much for joining us here today. And with that, I'll have Michelle go ahead and read the resolution.
I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good morning, Judge and Commissioners. My name is Michelle Rodriguez, and I am here from Commissioner David Fuentes' office, Precinct 1. Proclamation honoring City of Alamo's Centennial Celebration Year. Whereas the City of Alamo was incorporated on April 26, 1924, and is celebrating its 100th anniversary. And whereas after incorporation, the city grew steadily and over its first century grew from a population of 200 in 1925 to over 20,000 today. And whereas the City of Alamo is variously known as the Land of Two Summers or as the Refuge to the Valley and proudly acts as a gateway to the Santa Ana National Wildlife Refuge, one of the premier birding sanctuaries in the world and home to over 400 species of birds, 450 types of plants, and more than half of the butterfly species throughout the nation. And whereas since the 1940s, Alamo has served as an international shipping point for vegetables and citrus crops. And whereas the city is also a primary winter resort and retirement location for winter Texans. And whereas another notable hotspot for visitors and locals in downtown Alamo, which combines a diverse blend of shops, restaurants, sidewalk cafes, and entertainment landmarks. And whereas throughout its history, the City of Alamo has remained true to its cultural heritage. The city celebrates its history and traditions with events recognizing the importance of arts and culture, such as the Watermelon Festival and Barbecue Cook-Off celebrated annually. And whereas Alamo has a rich and varied history that has shaped its identity into a modern and sustainable community, today it is a vibrant city that continues to grow in commerce, ecotourism, and fine arts. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court hereby proudly honors the myriad of accomplishments in the City of Alamo in its first 100 years. The court is proud to honor its legacy this year and looks forward to another 100 years of growth and success. Approved this 30th day of April, 2024.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. On behalf of myself, Mayor J.R. Garza, and my colleagues here on the board, we're just extremely excited and happy that you guys were able to give us this proclamation. And so thank you again on behalf of the City of Alamo. our city administration, our city manager, Bobby Salinas, assistant city manager, Alex Langel. We're just super excited to celebrate the centennial year. So thank you so much.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Valinda Reyes, Precinct 4. Item 5D, and this is a approval of a resolution in recognition of the grand opening of Driscoll Children's Hospital, Rio Grande Valley. I'll read the resolution. Whereas the Rio Grande Valley has long faced a shortage of medical services for acute pediatric patients, forcing families to travel north for specialized care. Bringing these services locally would greatly benefit patients and parents, eliminating the need for travel and prolonged absences from work and home. And whereas on November 16th, 2021, the prayers of many families and with children in need of specialized care were answered when Driscoll Children's Hospital announced the groundbreaking construction of a $106 million project. Of a 119-bed hospital, the first freestanding dedicated children's hospital in the Rio Grande Valley. And whereas Driscoll Children's Hospital, Rio Grande Valley will offer a full spectrum of pediatric specialists, personalized treatments, cutting-edge technologies, and 24/7 acute care. While with over 30 medical surgical specialties, it will provide the comprehensive health care that the Rio Grande families deserve. And whereas Driscoll Children's Hospital will provide acute inpatient and outpatient surgery, emergency services, including a Level 3 pediatric trauma center, a rehabilitation services, laboratory services, and a child life program which promotes effective coping skills. Additionally, it will host the first hospital pediatric residency program in the Rio Grande Valley. And whereas the primary mission is ensuring proper care of pediatric clients and families with the added benefits of creating jobs and stimulating the local economy, employing between 600 to 700 employees and generating approximately $124.7 million. And whereas Hidalgo County Commissioners Court proudly announces the official upcoming grand opening of Driscoll Children's Hospital, Rio Grande Valley in May of 2024, where all pediatric patients currently serviced at Doctors Hospital at Renaissance will be transferred. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court hereby recognizes and supports Driscoll Children's Hospital, Rio Grande Valley as the first freestanding and designated children's hospital which will provide acute pediatric services to families within the Rio Grande Valley. Seeking approval.
Motion to approve?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much.
I have with us today some administration from the hospital, but Mr. Matt Woltoff, who is the president of the Driscoll Children's Hospital, RGV, would like to share a few remarks.
Thank you so much. Judge Cortez, members of the commission, and particularly Commissioner Torres, we really appreciate this proclamation and your support. We at Driscoll Children's Hospital, our mantra is together we heal, and it takes the community to the community support to do this. And we were built on, Driscoll Children's Hospital was built on community support. You know, when our founder, Clara Driscoll, founded our foundation back in 1947 with her family's estate that she left to the entire foundation to ensure that children in South Texas had access to high quality health care. That's how we were started. We started as a 25-bed indigent care hospital for children in Corpus Christi, and we've been serving a service area from Port Lavaca to Eagle Pass South since then, and we've been serving the Rio Grande Valley for many years through satellite clinics and flying specialists down to improve access to care for children. But this is the next level in that commitment. And it's a long time coming. We recognize that. The Valley has deserved a designated children's hospital for a long time. And so we are so excited to be open on the 8th of May, a week from tomorrow. We will be opening our doors and welcoming our community into the hospital. And again, we could not do that without your support. I also wanted to just take a moment to applaud you for your engagement in mental health, and particularly mental health for children. And as well as the students and the children that were here earlier and their engagement in that. That is, as we talk to our pediatricians, that is, typically the number one challenge that they face in their offices is our behavioral health crisis and dealing with that with very limited resources. And so Driscoll wants to be a part of that solution. We will continue to do what we can and support that effort. And please let us know how we can better support your efforts in that regard. I also want to say that next year our facility dog, Tesla, will be a part of the competition. So we're going to be back here next year. He's a beautiful golden retriever, and I think he's definitely up for that challenge. But again, thank you all so much for your support. I also want to introduce members of my team here. Teresa Rodriguez, who is our marketing manager in public relations, Yvette Padilla, our major gifts officer here in the Valley, and then Laura Meister, our chief nursing officer. So we have built a tremendous team. We are ready to serve the children of the Rio Grande Valley and of the entire Valley, and we are very excited for the 8th of May. So again, thank you so much.
Judge, I just want to say thank you so much for your commitment and your investment in the children and families of the Rio Grande Valley. Thank you so much for that.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Well, it's definitely a game changer for the Rio Grande Valley. We thank you so much for your commitment, and we couldn't have picked a better administration and people to serve us. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Adolfo, what item is it?
Which one is it?
Executive office, Judge?
Okay.
Eight B, Judge.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna deviate from the agenda for just a moment. We're gonna take 8B, presentation of County Library System report.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Thank you for doing this for us. We're the Hidalgo County Library System, and we are here to present our report for 2023. Here with me is Ms. Kate Horan for McAllen Public Library, Marisol Vidales for the City of Mercedes, Adolfo Garcia from the City of FAR, from the City of San Juan, I have Ms. Cristina Perez and Jaime Tijerina, and from the City of Edinburgh, Ms. Leti Leija and Viviana Caballeros, and myself from City of Mission, Jenny Espinosa. Ms. Kate will open up our presentation to you, so here she is.
Are they able to see the slides? Yes.
It's right there.
Wonderful. So we do have a table of contents, like all good library people. We have a table of contents for you. But I'll start going through, if we could go to the next slide. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for your past and present support. It means so much, not only to the libraries, but to the public that we serve. We know that what you do and what you provide for us provides for an educated, literate, and engaged populace, which means it's a great democracy that comes from that. So thank you so much for that. So what have you given us? This is what we're reporting on today. The first item is TLC, which is our library management system, or the integrated library system. You'll also hear called ILS. We currently go with TLC in the amount of $49,932. What that means is that's our patron database and also our inventory database of all of our library materials that we loan out to our public. Next, we have our cloud library. This is platform fees for e-books, e-audiobooks, also magazines through our newsstand, and also BiblioPlus, which is our streaming service for videos. Next, we have e-books and e-audiobooks. This is the actual content on top of the platform fees in the amount of $50,776. And then after the payment is made for our integrated library system, our database, there is a direct distribution to our 13-member libraries in the amount of $189,644. And for the next slide, I'll just show a variety of some of the expenditures that came from that distribution of the funds. This is by no means a comprehensive list. This is just an example of some of our libraries, which range from very small to larger. So some of the examples here are in Weslaco, laptops for mobile lab and books, also computers. These are so important for our public to be able to come and fill out forms for applications for school or for jobs. We also have programming year-round licenses for different things like mobile printing. In Mission, this funded teen furniture to make a teen section. In Mercedes, also upholstered furniture, table updates, building exterior repairs. In San Juan, fees for a TextShare database, which also helps our public to borrow more items from other places besides just our libraries. Self-checkout, licenses, cataloging. And in FAR, finally, database subscriptions, books, and also the ILS hosting fee. So a wide variety of things that we do with the funds, and now I'll turn it over to Marisol.
Good morning, everyone. So as mentioned by Kate in the previous slide, your annual funding does make it possible for us to subscribe to Cloud Library, and that does serve all the Hidalgo County residents.
Cloud Library is our ebook and e-audiobook service, and as of last week, the numbers that we have on the slides have changed. The ebooks have actually increased to 180,518, and the audiobooks have increased to 94,146. That's partially due to the purchases that we're able to make with the funds that you allocate us, but also because we belong to a consortium known as CloudLink. Again, with the funds that you allocate us, we joined CloudLink. CloudLink is made up of over 40 public libraries in Texas. It includes Biblioteca in Bexar County, the public library in Waco, the public library in Denton, and Reagan County, and those are just a few. Because of the consortium, our county residents have access to over 274,664 shareable copies. But as mentioned also previously, Cloud Library doesn't just have ebooks and audiobooks. It also includes a service known as BiblioPlus that has over 5,400 movies, documentaries, and shows. And it includes Newsstand, which is now over 8,000 e-magazines and newspapers, and it is in over 50 languages. The next slide. With all that being said, we currently have 10,808 registered borrowers, and over 92,000 items were borrowed this last fiscal year. So not only is the collection growing, but so are the number of borrowers and the number of items that are being borrowed by our residents. The next slide. So that's our e-collection. We also wanted to mention our physical collection from our libraries. Again, that has also seen an increase. Our combined collection saw an increase of over 110,000 items and a circulation increase of 160,000. I do want to take a moment to tell you that we do have an error in the slides that we submitted. McAllen had 427,675 items circulated in the fiscal year of 2022, not the 788,000 that's there. We apologize for the error, and we can resubmit the presentation if necessary for your records. But in total, our county residents have access to over 1,245,621 items locally. And if for some reason we still don't have what people are looking for, then we are all willing to request from other cities, counties, or other states. So we are always willing to help our patrons, but we do appreciate what you have funded and the number of items that has been able to provide us. And for the next slide, it's also, I'm also happy to report that it's not just the collection that is growing. What has also grown for us is the number of registered borrowers that have physical library cards that have come into our library. We have seen an increase of 18,495 new patrons. And we also saw an increase in library visits of over 235,000. So our increases throughout HCLS can be attributed, I believe, to our consistent marketing through our social media, through our websites, in-house displays, and outreach. We attend numerous events at schools and nonprofit organizations, each other's festivals, and much more. We offer a variety of free programs for our city and county residents. And I would go into it, but I know that Jenny will be covering that in detail for you.
Okay, our next slide is for the e-resources. These are some of the licensed and software that each library purchase, either through the county funding or budget funding through our cities. We have TextShare, which is like more databases that people can have access to it. ABC Mouse, this is a platform for kids where they can read out loud. And also we have Transparent Language. Being a very diverse community here, we do want to accommodate everybody that comes in through our libraries and wants to learn a new language. We also have universal classes. Not everybody has the opportunity to attend to maybe graduate from high school or attend to college. So through these universal classes, they can come in and they can actually get a certificate that will allow them to apply for better jobs. Tambo Books, this is another license that we purchased for Read Aloud with Kids. Now, all of these services are available to everyone for free when they have a library card from any of the libraries in the Hidalgo County. We also have a card that if they're not able to come into our buildings to apply for it, they can apply online, and they will have access to those services. Now, that one, once expires, they can come in and they can obtain a physical card. This is just an e-card. The next slide. These are some of our programs, regular programs, weekly, monthly programs that we offer. We offer services beyond our literacy. So this is where families come together and they have a family time. We have crafting sessions for adults. We have balloon decorating if you are getting ready for a birthday party. We also have book clubs and citizen classes, movie days, preschool story time, spring break. Right now, all the libraries, we are getting ready for our summer reading program. It's one of our biggest events. It is 2 months for the month of June and July while kids out of school. We all have activities for them, from STEAM, story times, arts and crafts, not just for the children, but also for adults. Computer classes, 3D printer classes. We try to accommodate as much as we can for everybody, and we always consider any input from our community of what they need and want to see on each of our libraries. On the next slide, you can see our program attendance from 2022, 5,462 to the 2023, 6,235. These are programs that each of our libraries were offering. Also in attendance for the 2022, 171,256 attendees. To the 2023, 214,788. So every year, more people is coming into our facilities and using these resources that we're providing to them.
Hello, my name is Adolfo Garcia, and I'm the Library Director for the City of FAR. Thank you, Commissioner Cantu, for allowing us this time. Like we said, it's just a snapshot of what we all do as a collective library system. Thank you very much. Our partnerships that you've asked us to identify, each library is very unique in its own community as well. I'm not going to go over each and every one of the partnerships, but one of the ones that the City of FAR is very happy about is in South FAR's Casa Esperanza. We go there on a monthly basis. We help young parents, young mothers to plant that seed with their kids to be lifelong learners. And we help them read not only Spanish books, English books, bilingual books, and we also have library programs for them so they can we can not only help them there at their location, but they know that they can come to our libraries at any time during the week for our regular programming. We do have a branch in South FAR that our city is very proud of, that we also help them. Sometimes it's hard for them to get transportation, so we go to their location. And of course, another good partnership we have is Arise, that's also in your precinct, Commissioner, that we help out with our library programming. So as you can see, there's a whole list of organizations that we partner up with. Some of the most popular services in our next slide. And these are some of the most sought out services from our patrons. In San Juan, we have children's programming, study rooms. Those are very popular right now. It's something unique right now that we're seeing, especially in our library. Everybody wants like their own unique study room. So all of our study rooms, starting from the time we open at 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the FAR library, they're pretty much reserved. I don't know if that's happening at the other libraries, but everybody wants a unique space to be able to study and do their work. McAllen, we have Ancestor.com. The monitors are very popular. In Edinburgh, they do have citizenship classes, balloon decorating, toddler time, teens, and Wi-Fi access is getting very popular. In our case, we're providing low-cost internet services to pretty much all of our citizens in the city of FAR. We're already on the north side where we're establishing fiber connections to each home, and each home will have affordable internet available at, I think, starting at 1 gig for a very, very affordable price. So, and some of our needs, going on to the next slide. Some of the things that our parents are asking for, we need job center stations, exam proctoring. One of the things that we were having a hard time with is allowing the patrons to pay for their fines at not individual libraries, but being able to pay the fines at another library. For example, if for some reason they have fines in McAllen, but they're wanting to use the services in FAR, we refer them back to McAllen to be able to pay for what they owe in the McAllen's library. So what we need is it's called an e-commerce portal for fines and fees, and that allows kind of like allowing the patron to pay wherever they're at for any other fines or fees from any particular library. So and with kind of like a system that allows us to do that, it'll be very beneficial to our patrons. Notary services are very popular. Moving on to citizenship classes, hotspots are another thing that patrons are asking for. I know Mission has a very good program of allowing their patrons to check out hotspots, but like anything else, we don't have enough. And as long as the hotspot services are at a discount prices for libraries, we're able to provide service, but we can't keep up with the demand. And one of the things that we're working on is the new integrated library systems, which is right now we did our due diligence of looking into the best possible ILS, and right now the one we're looking for is Insignia. And we'll probably have to come back to do a presentation on that, and that will allow us to be able to provide better service so that patrons can check out books and check out the services that all the libraries have within the county. And increased funding for future integration of new libraries. As you all may know, Palmview and Sullivan City are kind of working on their library services and what we need is to help them get accredited, and once they're accredited, they'll be joining our library system. And what that's going to mean is we're just going to split the pie evenly among all the libraries, and that'll just make our piece of pie, each library's piece of pie, a little bit smaller. So we're able to work with what we have, but with the increased demand, I think once they're in the system, we might have to see at asking for additional funds so that they can join our system. And another thing we're also lacking is a delivery system among the libraries so that we're able to share our hard copy resources and be able to deliver those hard copies to each individual library. Right now, we rely on a postal service or our own vehicles to be able to deliver the books to other libraries.
So Adolfo, I can jump in. The whole purpose of this presentation of numbers is we, the county, contribute $75,000 a year. We don't have any libraries in the rural area, and yet we're 38% of the population. So we really get a lot of bang for our buck for the $75,000. We don't have to build libraries. We have all these great libraries throughout the whole county. But most importantly, we have a way to get online and check out books, which is very important to us and to our community because a lot of them live many, many miles away from libraries. So we really appreciate everything that all the libraries do. We want to continue to support. I know y'all are here because I asked for more information. We just want to be able to understand what our money is being used for. And with knowing what our money is being used for, obviously, if you need additional monies for everything that you're doing, it makes it easier for us to consider those asks. But we know that you guys are doing a tremendous job. We just think of our rural residents that are kind of distant from your libraries. But thank you for everything that you're doing. You more than justify the expense we make on an annual basis. We just wanted numbers, and we appreciate all of you.
Well, thank you very much. I think moving forward, I mean, anytime you want to ask us to come and do a presentation, we're more than willing to
Sure.
come and show you what we're doing.
Awesome.
I know it's a lot of information. Thank you for bringing this up brings up the agenda so that we can present to you. I don't know if you have any more questions, Judge, regarding the
Are you all
the
for
library
hire?
services.
I like the presentation. Maybe we can hire you to present it for us.
They're librarians, they're smarter than most.
I don't know if any of the
What is going on with schools and cutting down on librarians in schools? Did I hear that correctly in the news?
Yes, you did hear that correctly. I don't know if somebody wants to cover that.
What is the core reason for that? Financial, lack of use?
Not very sure. I don't want to lie to you, Judge. But I think it's just funding. I know there were several changes about the book collection that each of the school districts can allow in the facilities. We are glad that we were not affected by that because we need to provide those services to everyone and anything that they need. We are there to open minds and to help parents to educate their kids. Hopefully, this is just something temporary. I had heard of several ISDs here locally. Their librarians, they're being cut. Either if they were like the librarian and assistant, so now it's just the librarian providing services for the school district. We don't know exactly what that might be. Hopefully, that won't be our burden also take for us. But I do want to make knowledge that our e-library, it does belong to the county. It is yours. You do have a public library online, and we just have the privilege to manage for you and make it available for everyone. So we do consider everything that you ask us and everything that you need and the needs for the population in the county for everything that we do. And we want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Sorry, if I can add on that, Ms. Jenny. So I'm very, very happy, like she said, that the public library is able to, to provide these services or these resources to the children, because I was a children's librarian at the City of Edinburgh, and I got a lot of requests from the parents asking, my child needs AR books in this reading level, and they don't have them at the school, or somebody else checked it out. Can you have these? And, like you said, we always try to provide those resources for them. So I made sure that we provided those books for them either online, if it was an ebook, or physically, so that we can meet those needs in the reading level that each child had. So I know that the schools may not have a lot of resources or may not have, a big collection, but as public libraries, we make sure that we meet those needs that they request. So, yes, thank you.
Yeah, I asked my niece, what book are you reading? And she told me whatever book she was reading. I said, where'd you get it? And she was using the e-library. So, works.
We hear that.
Well, thank you all
Thank
very
you
much.
all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do we have an item to approve?
Judge, we need action on 8-2.
Oh.
8B2.
Make a motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. We're going to go to item 6, open forum.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. We do have one participant for open forum. It's from Clarity. For Clarity, there is a 3-minute time limit. I will advise when there is 1 minute, and I will start when you start. Give me 1 second, please. For the general public, I'd like to remind the public that they're always welcome to participate in the public forum. They need to be familiar with the rules of decorum, which prohibit direct and indirect personal attacks on members of the court or any county individuals. The comments made should also pertain to county business and cannot be threatening in nature. Ms. McClary.
Commissioners, I have been calling for this court to become more conscious of its spending because our population is being impacted by inflation. That means higher costs for everything, and some of these factors are our own making. This court is acting as if everything is fine. All you need is more money and time. There is no recognition by this court that there is a problem and that changes need to be made. The spending of this court is the primary reason for the poverty that exists and is growing. For example, You know that your 2024 budget contains $33.4 million for debt service. To those who may not understand the term debt service, it is the interest on the outstanding loan. The annual payment on the bond sold by this county, remember, is $33.4 million. So what do the people get for this annual payment, and for how long does it extend? A significant portion of this money is sitting across the street in that weedy lot, the one that our county judge said, give us time to do the work. I was wondering how the cats are doing. I understand there were cats in there. The problem is that each year costs property owners $33.4 million, and that is not the bad part. The bad part comes from the state, MPO, and a variety of environmental agency constructing the drain line from the courthouse to the expressway. That could be a 5-year project, and businesses will be impacted and jobs will be lost. If you're over 50 years of age, you will not see the final payment made. But that is not the bad part. The bad part of this is the cost of the courthouse, additional properties, the jail in Willacy County, and more staff will be carried by the property owners of Hidalgo County, a population that has 40% of its members living in poverty. So when a county commissioner says we do not have anything to do with the higher property values, the answer is you appoint the appraisal district board. Today on the agenda, hiring public health specialist for $46,462. Setting salary on precinct 2, there was nothing on the agenda. Hidalgo Reynosa Binational Health Council. In the paperwork, it looked like the majority of the thing, they were kind of worried about a vehicle. I wondered who owned it. And then the county is building 2 Hidalgo County Emergency Remote Operations Centers, one in the east and the west. How much? And I'm wondering, what do you know about our safety in the county that the public has not access to? I also see that your budget, it says budget amendment, well, last year was $32,567,000, and I'd like to know where all that money went. And then this year, we're talking $30 million. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. No other speakers, Judge.
Next item is Head Start Program 7A.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Before I get started, I do want to tell you that you had some agenda items that we are, at the Head Start program, we're very excited that you have supported. Number one, the public libraries. I do believe that some of the 18,000 new card holders of library cards, this has been something that we have been endorsing within the Head Start program because we recognize that the Head Start parent is the first and most important teacher of the child, and the excitement when that parent and that child go into these public libraries is just astronomical, and we thank you for that. Also, the Driscoll Children's Hospital. This is what a wonderful endeavor for the County of Hidalgo. As servants of children, pre-K children in Hidalgo County, while we hope that none of them will ever need their services, but to have them there available for them is something that's going to be wonderful. So thank you for that. And on a personal note, as a pet parent of a rescue, we'll be there also in the contest next year. So first item, item number 1, requesting authorization and approval for the Head Start services for 3,060 children for 29 Head Start campuses, 153 classrooms for school year 24-25. Request approval.
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 2, change in scope, requesting authorization and approval to submit a change in scope proposal to the Office of Head Start to increase the cost per child from $10,270 to $10,740. That will support the increase in staff health insurance. Request approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
2024 summer work schedule, requesting approval for the 2024 summer work schedule for the administrative staff to work Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. That mirrors the schedule of our ISD partners. Request approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item, 2024 Head Start Self-Assessment, requesting approval of the 2024 Head Start Self-Assessment Report. The self-assessment is an annual review of internal data to assess progress in achieving goals, objectives, and expected outcomes and compliance with federal requirements. Request approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you,
very
Commissioners.
much. Executive Office.
Thank you,
8A.
Judge. There is no action and/or discussion on item 8A, 1, 2, and 3. Item 8B has been acted on or presented. Item C, approval to accept settlement check from American Access Casualty Company in the amount of $2,380.08. This will settle an auto accident claim with one of our county vehicles.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And item 8D, discussion consideration approval to waive the entrance fee to county parks for all visitors. Judge Commissioners, as a friendly reminder, we had waived all the fees for the parks in the past. They were reinstated, and we got clarification on the issue at hand back then. And so I'm asking the court again to consider and approve the waiving of an entrance fee for 2 county parks for all visitors.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
It was causes of more to administer the fee than to collect the fee.
Yes.
Item 9A, Sheriff's Office.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Oscar Montoya here on behalf of Sheriff J.E. Eddie Guerra. We're requesting approval of appropriation of funds needed for the renovation of an existing office inside the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office in the amount of $65,000. It's just to turn a 1-room area into a 5-office area.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. God bless.
10A, Constable Precinct 3.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. I am Chief Deputy Jerry Simona, representing Precinct 3, Constable Larry Gallardo. Under 10A, approval of the 2024 appropriations of Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 3 Federal Sharing U.S. Treasury Fund in the amount of $926.60.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Under 10B, under Constable Precinct 3 Federal Sharing DOJ, approval of the 2024 appropriation of the Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 3 Federal Sharing DOJ in the amount of $14,775.88.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 11A, Constable Precinct 4.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Constable Precinct 4, Sergeant Barrera. 11A, discussion, consideration, and approval to appoint David Roy Salinas as Deputy Constable by Constable A. J.R. Gaitan, Constable Precinct 4, in accordance with Texas Local Government Code, Section 86.001. 011, sorry.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
11B, approval certification of revenue by county auditor for the 2024 DO's allocation payment of $1,966.43 received from the State Comptroller of Public Accounts and appropriations of same.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank
You
you.
very much. Item 12A, Human Resources. Ms. Lena.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Erika Reina for the Department of Human Resources. Item 12A, I'm requesting a waiver of the following if applicable for the personnel items listed. I need action on item number 3, the budget amendment policy, personnel-related amendments.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 12B is approval to appoint Mr. Juan A. Guerra, a student at UT Austin, as an intern under the Hidalgo County Human Resources Department for for the period of May 17, 2024 through August 10, 2024. I do recommend approval.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 12C, approval of the appointment of interns from the RGV College to participate in the WIC Lactation Care Center for the period of May 7, 2024 through June 6, 2024. I recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 12D for the Health Department from the Public Health Emergency Preparedness Grant. Approval of the following action effective the next pay period, May 6, 2024. The action is to create slot 0028, a Public Health Specialist 2 at a grade 11. I recommend approval.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have, Ms. Erica, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Fern McClarity.
Yes, we were wondering, every time we turn around, we see the health department. This one's a public health specialist 2, and it's to create a new job. It says the position will perform advanced planning, analysis, and outreach. Will plan and prepare and evaluate all hazardous bioterrorism and emergency preparedness. Can you kind of tell the public what this is and why we need it at $46,462?
Exactly for the reasons you just stated by way of the description, ma'am.
Well, again, are we in danger that the public doesn't know? And that's why they call me, and I said, I have no idea. I will ask.
Ma'am, this is called preparing. It's preparedness on our end. This is what we do for the constituency of the county.
Okay. And how long will this?
This is a
Forever.
This is a position that we're asking to be put on our rolls.
Forever.
On our rolls. I can't.
Okay.
I wouldn't
All
be
right.
able to tell you forever.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Guerra, if I can add to that. So this one is being paid out of the grant. If the grant goes away, the position at that point would go away.
Correct.
This is a grant-funded position. Okay?
Do you need approval? Motion approved.
Second.
Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 12E for the District Attorney's Office, approval to award a discretionary step for the employee listed below in accordance with HR criteria certification as per Section 8.03 of the Classification and Compensation Plan, effective upon Commissioner's Court approval. The action is a discretionary step 4 for slot 0210, Assistant District Attorney 2 at a grade 15. I recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And item 12F for Precinct 2 Administration is approval to set the salary as per Exhibit A, effective upon Commissioner's Court approval. Judge, Commissioners, this is in line with the action taken by Commissioner's Court. I do recommend approval.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Fern McClarity. Ms. Fern?
Yes, I had a call yesterday, and they wanted to know, it says approval to set salary as per Exhibit A. And there wasn't anything there except for the department, slot number, chief administrator, and the grade. They just kind of, was there supposed to be a dollar amount or anything?
We're under a grade and step.
Okay.
So that's the grade and step that's been listed on Exhibit A would correspond to a salary.
Will it ever show what that is?
Ms. Erica?
Not in these attachments because we are in a grade and step schedule, but the schedule is online. But this documents, of course, we don't reference a salary because we're not setting a salary. We're setting a grade and a step. That is a system that we use.
Okay, well, I just wonder, because a lot of times y'all do put the salaries out or whatever so the public
Yes.
can see.
Keep in mind, not all positions in the county are grade and step. So if there is ever a position that is not grade and step, then we do have to, at that point, set a salary amount.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I need action.
Motion
please.
to approve?
Second.
We have a motion and second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Judge, item 13 under Urban County, for the record, for 13A, Commissioner Villarreal will be abstaining from any discussion and/or action. Judge?
Okay. Well, let's welcome our new director. Melissa, please introduce yourself.
Good morning, Judge, County Commissioners. I'm glad to be here. My name is Marisa Garza. I'm the Director of Urban County Program. I'm so happy to be here. It's been a week and a half, and it's been a whirlwind of wonderful things, met a lot of great people along the way already, and looking forward to, again, nurturing our partnerships and moving the program along and making it successful more than what it already is.
Well, thank
And I
you.
want to thank you all for this opportunity.
Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Thank you.
13A,
Yes, 13A, item 1, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under the Texas Local Government Code 262.024 subsection A4 for the professional engineering services. We recommend approval.
Second.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item number 2, presentation of the scoring grid for the purposes of ranking by Hidalgo County Commissioners Court of at least 3 engineering service firms from the county's approved pool as graded and evaluated by the Urban County Program, Hidalgo County Purchasing Department, and City of La Jolla in connection with and funded through Hidalgo County Urban County Program Year 2023, La Jolla Parks and Recreational Facilities Improvement Fund. The professional firms were graded as follows: RRP Inc., 95.6%, Sames Inc., 94%, and Isaguirre Engineering, 88.6%. Please let me know if you would like to rank the firms as graded and presented.
Motion to approve?
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 3, discussion, consideration and action to negotiate a professional engineering service contract with the number 1 ranked firm, being RRP Inc., for the provision of surveying and engineering services for Hidalgo County Urban County Program Year 2023, City of La Jolla Parks and Recreational Facilities Improvement Project.
Motion to approve?
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Item 14A, Health and Human Service Department, Mr. Olivares.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. We move on with several objects today on the agenda. We have 14A, pursuant to Texas Local Government Code Section 157.903, requesting approval for indemnification in the amount of $25 as a result of a clerical error regarding health service fees.
So move. Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item B is requesting approval to accept the Office of Border Health FY 24 award in the amount of $9,999. And 2 is requesting approval of the certification of revenue by the county auditor in the amount of $9,999 and appropriation of the same. This is a small grant we got to work hand in hand with our Mexican counterparts in dealing with any public health issues or information that we could exchange data and information on, sir.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Farmer Clarity.
I'm glad he kind of explained that. In 2 places in your backup form, it talked about, seemed like it was kind of very important, it talked about to provide a vehicle for the promotion of the unity and friendship between the neighboring cities and needs. So wondered whose vehicle, is it going to be the county's or Mexico's? Which one?
Mr. Olivares?
I think that that's the actual verbiage, use of a word that was not meant to be a vehicle like an automobile. It was more used as a word, as a vehicle to exchange information back and forth.
Okay, because they took it that it was a vehicle and they just wondered if it was our side or their side.
No, I could see how that could be misunderstood. That's an error on our part, is to exchange information.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Judge, Commissioners?
Motion to approve?
Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item C is requesting approval to accept and for the county judge to e-sign the Health Disparities Grant Contract HHS 001-057-6000025, Amendment Number 4, and the related documents. The purpose of the amendment is to extend the contract to May 31st, 2026.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
The next item, sir, requested approval to accept the county judge to e-sign the PHEP grant contract HHS 001311200038, amendment number 2 in related documents. The purpose of the amendment is to redistribute funds by budget categories for authorized services.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We move on to item E, healthcare funding district, sir, and these are actions that are being taken based on fees that are collected from the hospitals. There's no impact to general fund at all. So item number E1 is a discussion, consideration, and approval to draw down funds for the additional GME SFY 2019 non-state private retroactive payment in the amount to be determined by Texas Health and Human Services Commission. Instructions from the Local Provider Participation Fund, the LPPF, with a transfer date of May 8th, 2024, and a settlement date of May 9th, 2024. This fee is yet to be given to us by the state, sir, but that'll be coordinated with the treasurer and the auditor's office when it is obtained from the state to follow through on this action.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B, certification of revenues is certified by the county auditor from the Local Provider Participation Fund in the amount determined by Texas Health and Human Services Commission instructions, and C's approval appropriation of the funds from the Local Participation Provider Fund in the amount to be determined by Health and Human Services instructions. We're following the instructions from the state, and this is in coordination with fees that are collected directly from the private hospitals in our community.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 2 is discussion, consideration, and approval to draw down funds for the Hospital Augmented Reimbursement Program, HARP, SFY 2024, second half year of the third intergovernmental transfer in the amount to be determined by Health and Human Services Commission. Instructions from the Local Provider Participation Fund with a transfer date of May 2nd, 2024, and a settlement date of May 3rd, 2024. The amount given by the state, sir, is $9,451,363.15. Again, this is no impact to general fund. These are fees that are collected from the private sector and the hospitals and submitted to the state.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B and C is approval and certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor from the Local Participation Provider Fund in the amount to be determined by Health and Human Services Commission, his instructions. And item C is approval appropriations of the funds by the Local Participation Provider Fund in the amount to be determined by Texas Health and Human Services Commission's instructions, sir.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you. Item 50A, Community Service Agency.
Judge, Commissioners, good morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you. COVID is still out there, folks, so I wanted to make sure that people know they continue to get their vaccine and continue to be vigilant. Judge, Commissioner, I just want to take a moment to congratulate you all on that resolution in support of Driscoll Children's Hospital. I also wanted to thank Driscoll for coming to the Valley. As you all may know, my little boy years ago was a Driscoll child, and we made the trek many a day in the middle of the night, many times with him very ill in an ambulance or in our arms driving to Driscoll. This is a day that year after year we hear families talking about the need for this kind of care in Hidalgo County in the Valley, and it's a great day in South Texas. So congratulations to you all for the resolution, and congratulations to Driscoll on behalf of the Community Service Agency. And having mentioned my little boy, little Jaime, of course, he's in heaven. This is Donor Awareness Month, Organ Donation Awareness Month, and I just wanted to make sure everybody knows tonight at South Texas Hospital at 6:30, there's going to be a commemoration event for all those children or all those people who have donated organs to people that they may not have known, but yet have made a big impact on their life. Yours truly will be a guest speaker, and I'll be sharing little Jaime's story today. He was a recipient of a heart a number of years ago, and then when he left us, he was a donor of his corneas. So I'm on both sides of the aisle, and I certainly would like to invite those of you to join us at 6:30 at South Texas Hospital. So Judge, if you will, indulge me. Item 15A, discussion, consideration, and possible action to recommend approval of amendment number 4 to fiscal year 2023, the Community Service Block Grant Program, contract number 612-3000-3801, to include an extension date until June the 30th of 2024. This allows us to clean up some administrative expenses, Judge and Commissioners, and allows us to get our expenses in line.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Longoria.
Thank you.
Hope to see you folks out there. Thank you, sir.
60-day Elections Department, Hilda Ann Salinas.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Hilda Salinas, Elections Administrator, here to present to you today. Agenda item 95091, discussion on election updates. Today is the last day of early voting for the May 4th, 2024 local entities elections. All 30 polling locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. At this time, we have had, including today's voter turnout, we have had 13,773 people vote in person. This is a 3% voter turnout compared to, of course, we have 433,813 registered voters in Hidalgo County. So we encourage voters to take advantage and get out and vote. We are administering 13 city and school elections, as well as the appraisal district. And they include entities such as, the entities include mayoral, city council members, charter amendments, and bond elections. Board members, candidates are also on the ballot. We use the very informative tools on the website, such as the sample ballot lookup tool, which you can find on our homepage. On election day will be Saturday, May 4th, and we remind voters that on election day they can vote at any of the polling locations. There's going to be 38 located in Hidalgo County. So if you have any questions, please, I am available, and they can call our office at 956-318-2570. That's our update for today.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions? Okay.
Good job.
I'll proceed. Item number 2, approval of the 2024 May local entities election service contracts between Hidalgo County and the following entities: City of Palmview, Hidalgo ISD, Mission CISD, and Mercedes ISD. I recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hilda. Item 17A, Planning Department, Mr. Uresti.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Item 17A1, preliminary approval with variance request. We have item A, E6 Ranch Subdivision in Precinct 1. This is off of Mile 5 West Road and Mile 10 North Road. This is a one-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B, Trenton Ranch Subdivision in Precinct 4. This is off of Trenton Road and Tower Road. This is a two-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item C, Zamora Ranchettes Estates Subdivision in Precinct 3. This is off of Mile 3 Road and Iowa Road. This is a 7-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item D, Rosewood Acre Subdivision in Precinct 1. This is off of Roosevelt Road and Valverde Road. This is 28-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item number 2, final approval of Handy Estate Subdivision in Precinct 4. This is off of Mile 17 North Road and Cesar Chavez Road. This is a 2-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge and Commissioners.
Thank you. Precinct 1, Commissioner Fuentes.
Thank you, Judge. 18A1, discussion, consideration, and possible action to submit an application to the Economic Development Administration under the Economic Adjustment Assistance Program. And item number 2, approval of resolution authorizing Hidalgo County officials to apply and execute documents related to said application assistance under the rules and regulations of the Economic Development Administration under the Economic Adjustment Assistance Program.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Fern McClary. Ms. McClary?
Yes, could you kind of explain, I believe the match for the county is $400,000, and can you tell what this is going to be used for? We
So-
saw a lot of answers of no, 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 but we didn't know what it was for.
So the application we're doing is to help improve roadways along the Progreso corridor from the bridge for heavyweight traffic. And this application is being in conjunction with the bridge and some residents within the city of Progreso that have land around that area. We are not going to have to pay any participation in the grant. The bridge owners are paying that part of the grant. So we're applying for a grant to try to improve roads in that area.
All right, so it's a grant, the 400,000 is.
That's going to be paid for
Okay.
by
Thank
somebody
you.
else. We're not paying anything.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 18B, requesting approval to accept the counter offers to purchase a tract of land known as parcels numbers 35, 43, 48, associated with the Mile 6 West Road Improvement Projects, with authority for the county judge to sign the administration evaluation and approval form. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge.
Item 19A, Precinct 4, Commissioner Torres.
Good morning, Commissioners and Judge Cortez. Dr. Jennifer Mendoza Culbertson, representing the Office of Eli Torres, Commissioner, Precinct 4. Item 95155, requesting approval of donation deed from Norrell W. Borders as it relates to the road right-of-way on Monmac Road, and authorize county judge to execute acceptance subject to legal's final review and approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 95048, requesting approval to name a 50-foot perpetual access easement that runs along and between a portion of lots 8, 9, 10, and 11, Block 34, Santa Cruz Gardens, according to the plat thereof recorded in Volume 8, page 28, Hidalgo County Map Records as Remy Service Road for 911 purposes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 28, Budget and Management, Mr. Soto.
Judge, Commissioners,
Judge.
Mr.
Oh, go
Soto,
ahead.
for the record, Ms. Fern McClarity does have a public participation form on the following two, 20A1 and 22, under budget. So, Mr. Soto, can you please continue with 20A1?
Okay, item 28A1, under the ARPA funds, discussion, consideration, and action to approve the use of ARPA funds on the Hidalgo County Emergency Remote Operations Center, project number 24-115-356.
Ms. McClarity?
Okay, they had looked up the backup on this one, and we were wondering, because there's two, one on the east side and one on the west side. And we were wondering, because it says the center would be of medical testing, mass vaccination, disaster preparation, disaster response service, and disaster services the rural. Again, the public is wondering and looking at, what does the county or the government know that the public doesn't?
Ma'am, it's preparedness on the part of the governing agency, the County of Hidalgo, for the constituency. This isn't prepared to prepare.
But we've never done it before, have we?
We've never had the money from the government to do it.
Okay.
So that's, the use of the money is preparedness, that's why they send it to us.
Yes.
All right, well, they're just worried. I'm getting calls, and they're asking me to ask y'all, because obviously you would know more than the public would know.
No, it's in preparedness. And in answer to the question about we've never done this before, while the judge is absolutely correct, we've never had the funds to expand the way we're expanding right now. We do prepare internally. There's an entire team that's always working on preparedness to deal with any threat, be it biological and or Mother Nature.
Okay, because these are two buildings, and I believe they're supposed to be like 10,000 square feet or whatever. How many employees will be extra or needed for these two facilities?
This is the infrastructure at this point.
Okay, so later on, I'll get how many and things. Okay.
Thank you.
You want me to go with the next one, or you want them to
I
vote?
would think the public would be happy for us to have this capacity to serve our people, especially when we've just passed through a pandemic.
Judge, I'm going to say that just from the location that's proposed in the east, it's going to allow us to respond to natural disasters much faster, areas that are prone to flooding and drainage issues, we'll be able to get high-profile vehicles out a lot faster and just add to the response team that's much needed during those events.
Judge, if I may, this is Jaime Longoria with the Community Service Agency. Part of the thought process here is to give an agency like ours a platform, a geographic platform where we can provide services closer to people that are being affected in the east and in the west, given that geographically they're the most remote from our office here in Edinburgh. So it's a well thought out plan. And to answer the question as whether this has been done in the past, well, we do. We have provided services out of precinct offices and those kinds of places. They're inconvenient. It's hard to have a dedicated space. So we're really excited to work with the Emergency Management Office and the precincts, in this case, to be able to have dedicated space to providing services right there on the spot. So I think this is a very good planning tool that we can use to move forward.
That's what the public is wanting. You mentioned it now, and I know a lot of times y'all do things on the television or whatever. Let the public know what you're doing, because they are concerned when they see this.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, item 28-2, requesting approval of revisions to ARPA projects as follows, and I'll read A through D. A, budget amendments as per Exhibit A. B, update project description and expenditure category for Hidalgo County Technology Modernization, ARPA project number 23-115-339 as presented in Exhibit A. C, to change ARPA project number for assistance to Women Together Foundation Incorporated for ARPA project 24-122-353 to ARPA number 24-115-353. And D, rescind action taken on ARPA project 22-901-121.
Here's where we're getting the money to redirect it to, because we couldn't spend it fast enough in this program, so redirected it to these projects.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I
All in
didn't
favor,
quite
say aye.
understand that.
Aye.
So what your question is, Ms. McClure, with respect to
Well,
this
they
item?
were looking on the Exhibit A, they were wondering, did the prior budget, was all the 32 million already spent? And now it says new budget, now it's going to be 30 million, so.
It's redirected monies, as the judge
Okay,
stated.
that was that. And then the last one was
We
talking
have a
about.
certain amount of time to spend it. If we
Yes.
don't spend it, we send it back. So if we're not spending it, we have to redirect it to another need,
Okay,
and that's what we're doing here.
okay. Like I say, just explain some of these. And the other was
Well,
the
that's what we're
rescinding.
doing right now.
Well, I know, because I'm asking. Most of the time, y'all make the motion, you second it, and it's gone. And then I get the calls, and I go, I don't know. On this one also, I think it's C, you're going to change the project number, but then what was the rescinded action taken? We couldn't find it.
That's what we're doing now.
Is that what they're doing now, is rescinding whatever?
Are you
'Cause-
talking about D?
Yes. You got C, you're changing something there for the Women's Together Foundation, and then you're going to rescind the action taken, and they didn't know if that was, what was that
The rescinding of the action would be the old, and so now the change of the ARPA fund number would be the new. So we can't have two. So you have to undo what was previously done and then continue with the
Okay, it was the
updated.
number.
Yes.
Okay, that's all they needed to know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, a motion was made. Was a motion made for 22?
It was made and second. It was made and second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Okay. Item 20A3, requesting approval of the second amendment to the interlocal agreement between County of Hidalgo and City of Hidalgo with authority for the county judge to sign the agreement. Recommend approval.
So second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item 20B, 1, under Precinct 4 Road and Bridge Fund, approval of certification of revenues by county auditor in the amount of $11,360.17, excuse me, in relation to labor reimbursement received from Drainage District Number 1 for the Raymondville Drainage Project and appropriation of same. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item 20B2, under Precinct 3 Road and Bridge Fund, approval of 2024 appropriation of funds from road maintenance fund balance in the amount of $2,498,137.50 to fund daily operations. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Item 20B3, elections contract, section 31.100, under the general fund. Approval of 2024 appropriation of funds for the elections contract, section 31.100, in the amount of $431,000 to fund purchase of furniture for new elections office and warehouse. Recommend approval.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Fern McClarity.
Okay, again, they're asking, every time they turn around, they see the county has an auction with furniture and stuff in it, and they were just wondering where the furniture, none of the ones they have is being transferred.
And so the current facility that they're utilizing is not, essentially is not their facility. We borrowed it, essentially. The District Attorney's Office graciously allowed us to utilize their facility and the furniture. And so this is appropriating the funds, which are not general fund monies, for the purchase of all the equipment and or furniture for the new facility that was constructed or purchased and renovated for elections, ma'am.
Okay, well, next they were also asking about the auctions. Every time we turn around, there's a lot of furniture that goes out, and we buy new stuff. Right.
But we do recycle.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 20B4, under debt service funds, approval of 2024 appropriation of various debt service funds in the amount of $22,705.90 to fund the 2024 Bank of New York Mellon Corporate Trust invoices. Recommend approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 20B5, transfer out of debt service from CO 2018A. Approval of 2024 appropriation in the amount of $1,109,883.74 from the general fund restricted fund balance relating to revenues from the court facilities fee. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 20C, approval to waive the Hidalgo County wage overpayment, underpayment policy for employee listed on Exhibit A. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Lastly, item 20D, approval to revise the health insurance monthly contribution rate from $957 to $884 effective May 4th, 2024. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge Commissioners.
My apologies, I had to step away for one quick second. Mr. Soto, did we make that slight correction on item D from $957? Actually, it should be $956?
Oh, no, I read it as 957.
So my apologies for stepping away there for a split second. Judge Commissioners, can we rescind the action taken on item 20?
Do we have a motion to rescind so we can
Motion
review the
made.
number?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
And item 20D, the approval to revise the health insurance monthly contribution rate from $956 is the correct number to $884 effective May 4th, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge Commissioners. Mr. Soto, and again, my apologies.
Thank you.
Nacho, item 21.
Yes, good morning, Judge, Commissioners, Mr. Guerra, Mr. Garza. For the record, Ignacio Mesco from the Purchasing Department. Agenda item 21A for Emergency Management. 1, requesting a section from competitive bidding requirements under Texas Local Montgomery Code 262.0248 for personal or professional services.
So moved. Second. All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
B, presentation of the scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by Hidalgo County Commission score of firms graded through the county's pool of pre-qualified professional services for geotechnical and construction material testing services, remote operation centers located within Hidalgo County. Do you wish to rank in order of their score?
So moved. Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
C, requesting authority for the Hidalgo County Purchasing Department to negotiate a professional geotechnical and construction material testing service agreement commencing with the number one ranked firm of Prabha Kisner for the remote operation centers. I recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
21B for Health and Human Service Department. 1A, requesting acceptance and approval of supplemental agreement number 4 between Hidalgo County and SAMES for professional engineering service for the construction of Hidalgo County Health Department Testing Biosafety Lab project to provide an updated scope of work and design plans.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
B, pursuant to Article 14 of the Professional Service Agreement with SAMES, requesting authority to engage subcontractor Solorio Incorporated. I recommend to approve.
So moved. Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
21C for Chair's Office. 1A, requesting a cessation from competitive bidding requirements pursuant to Texas Local Model Code 262.024.878, items for which competition is precluded because of the existence of patents, copyright, secret processes, or monopolies.
So moved. Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
B, acceptance and approval of the sole source declaration for scenario training for any and all patent products to be utilized by Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, with said declaration to remain in effect while the declaration is in place or until revoked by Hidalgo County Commissioner's Court.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
C, requesting approval to purchase gunshot box from scenario trainer in the total amount of $4,059. I recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
2, requesting approval to purchase 3 2024 Chevrolet Equinox SUV through Hidalgo County's membership with TIPS from Lake Country Chevrolet in the total amount of $82,602. I recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
3, requesting approval to award contract for commissary supply for the following responsive bidders: A, FedEx Solution Group; B, ICS Gel Supplies; C, Rene Lucio DBA R&R Distributing; D, Charm Tex. I recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
21D for Countywide. 1A, presentation of the scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by Hidalgo County Commissioners Court or graded vendor submission with the recommendation by the Evaluation Committee members for credit card payment services. Do you wish to rank in the order of score?
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
B, requesting approval by Commissioner's Court in order to proceed with negotiating with the number one RAM vendor, Easy Access, to finalize an agreement for credit card payment services. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
2A, requesting approval to award contract to Mill Valley Pest Control, the qualified sole responsibility for the pest control services.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Be pursuant to Article 4.14 of the legal notice, requesting authority to waive minor technicalities for submission requirements to the RFB received. I recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
21E for Precinct 1. 1, requesting acceptance and approval of the final negotiating professional service agreement with S2 Engineering Surveying Services, Hidalgo County Precinct 1 Hike and Bike Trail Project as ranked and approved by Commissioner's Court on March 19, 2024, agenda item 94623. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
21F for Precinct 2. 1A, requesting a cessation from competitive bidding requirements on the Texas Local Model Code 262-0248 for a personal or professional service.
So moved. Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
B, presentation of the scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by Hidalgo County Commissioner's Court of firms graded through the county's pool of pre-qualified professional engineering service to provide engineering service for the Hidalgo County McAllen Health Center Improvement Project. Do you wish to rank in the order of scores?
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
C, requesting authority for the Hidalgo County Purchasing Department to negotiate a professional engineering service agreement commencing with the number one ranked firm, B2C Engineering, to provide engineering services for the Hidalgo County McAllen Health Center Improvements Project. I recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
21G for Precinct 3, 1, requesting approval of interlocal cooperation agreement between Hidalgo County and City of Palmview for emergency medical service. I do recommend approval.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have a public participation form from Ms. Fern McClarty. Ms. McClarty?
Well, I had two questions. When we have these with cities, the cities pay, is that correct? And then they also wanted to know how long would this be for?
The current contract that's being proposed is for 2 years, ma'am.
2 years, all right. And like I said, do the cities pay, or is the county taxpayers the ones that pay for this?
At the end of the day, it's tax-based on both ends, ma'am.
What does that mean?
The taxpayer at the end of the day, municipality and/or county.
Okay, thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
That's all I have. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Judge, Commissioners, we do have a closed session.
Yeah, pursuant to Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, we'll be retiring to closed session to discuss items listed under Code Section 551.071, .072, .074, and .087. I have a motion to do so.
Motion made.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have 11:50 a.m.
All right, Judge, Commissioners, with your permission, we have come out of closed session, item 22, and so I'd like to go to item 24, open session. Item 24A, real estate acquisition appropriation for same, no specific action to be taken. 24B, pending and or potential litigation, no discussion and or specific action to be taken. 24C, cause number C 4630-22-C, Urban Gonzalez et al. Versus Hidalgo County. Judge, Commissioners, we will proceed as discussed in closed session. As a matter of putting it on the record, if we could have a motion to that effect. Motion made.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 24D, cause number CL-24-1573-J, Maria del Consuelo Hernandez, individually and representative of the estate of Carlos Enrique Pereda versus County. Judge, Commissioners, for the record, we will be assigning this for the county's defense interest to the District Attorney's Civil Division. You have a motion to that effect? Motion made.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 24E, cause number C 1489-24-D, Erica, or Administratix, Erica Edith Figueroa on behalf of the state of Jose Manuel Figueroa and Joan Garcia in her capacity as statutory probate judge of Hidalgo County. Judge, Commissioners, we will proceed as discussed in closed session, and as a matter of putting it on the record, if I could have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 24F, claim of Aaron de la Fuente. Judge, Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offering the amount of $2,860.62. Motion made.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 24G, claim of Genesis Salazar. Judge, Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offering the amount of $2,848.51. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And item 24H, Hidalgo County versus Kendra Contreras. Judge, Commissioners, I'd like for the court to take action to assign, for subrogation purposes, assign this to the District Attorney Civil Division. Motion made.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And Judge, Commissioners, for the record, item 23A, there will be no action, and 23B, there is no action. Item 25, there's no need to go back to closed session, no action. 26, open, would be no action as well. Before we adjourn, Judge, Commissioners, our next Commissioners Court session is scheduled for May 14th. That will be a morning session, 9:30 a.m. Drainage District and 10 a.m. Commissioners Court.
I have a motion to adjourn, please.
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We are adjourned.
Thank you, Judge Commissioners.